Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today I am showing you Abracadabra, or better known as Spell Token. Look at that, another green day for Daniel's baby and mine at the moment. It is the hottest thing on Twitter, on crypto Twitter, and for good reason. So I'm going to run through a few updates with you quickly. Morpheus swap. We're going to be making MIM our main stablecoin on the platform. This update also includes a large multiplier rebalancing. Make sure to read through the article. Brilliant. New day, new milestone. After only 10 days from our first 1 billion, the total value across our lending markets has surpassed 2 billion. So that's a nice big milestone. 2 billion total value locked in the platform. And we reached a $1 billion market cap. Now, isn't that special? 1 billion there. And here is something that also excited me quite a bit. So far, for the Ribbon Finance Fork Group, Badger DAO runs the Bitcoin strategies. MIM Spell will provide special to Genbox. Yearn Finance vaults collateral cauldrons. OX Syphysis the token economics. Ponzi Lover and Wicked the airdrop list. And Popsicle Finance the managed liquidity. Now, doesn't that sound special? There's been quite a bit of uproar with the Ribbon Finance at the moment. So I think that's going to be quite nice that we can capitalize off that as a DAO. I think that's really going to be quite interesting. Now, I'm just going to pull this one up right now. This is something that I wanted to show you. As some of you may know, MakerDAO is Spell's competitor, let's say. I would say that it's Spell's competitor. And if we were to translate the Spell market cap into the Maker market cap, this would be the price of the token. We will be going up 2.28x from here, which I think is easily doable, personally. I think that's easily doable. I mean, we're sitting at around 120th on this list. Around 120th, aren't we? Where are we? Spell token here, we just surpassed Nexo. We're about to get past this shitcoin, Telcoin, and we're going to crack the top 100 within the next day or so, I imagine. I mean, look at that, 300% in a week. What an absolute roar. And I don't think it's slowing down anytime soon, which is quite exciting. So, also what I'm about to show you is how I manage my staked spell. So, as you can see, I don't put them in a farm anymore. I don't even borrow against my spell. If there was MIMs to borrow against my staked spell, I would do that. You know, if I could put in, let's say I put in 22 million and then I borrow 50% against it, it would give me $200,000 to play with, a $200,000 loan to play with, which would be really nice. But I'm going to talk about the staked spell, because that's what I do. You know, there's no point beating around the bush, is there? That is what I do with my spell. I simply come to Abracadabra.money/spell stake, and I do staked spell token staking. So you come, you put in how many spell you have, and you translate it, you transfer it to staked spell. Now make spell work for you. Stake your spell and gain staked spell. No impermanent loss, meaning that if one side of the token goes up so much, you're not going to lose a load of money. No loss of governance rights, meaning that you can still vote on proposals. Continuously compounding, meaning that it will reinvest it passively for you. You don't need to come in here, pay gas fees and compound it. It will do all of that in the background for you. After each new deposit, all staked spell are subject to a 24-hour lockup period. So you can see here on my screen it says unlock in 3 hours and 6 minutes. That is because the other day I took a little bit of spell out to fund my fuse pool on Rari, and yesterday I reinvested the couple of million spell which I took out. Staked spell automatically earns fees from MIM repayments from all the wizards proportional to your share of the stake pool. So when somebody borrows anything, when somebody, let's say somebody comes on here and they deposit some X sushi and they borrow, I don't know, they borrow some mem. They borrow 6,000 mem. Now they're going to have to pay a 0.5% interest fee on that per year, which is very low. But when they do repay it, that interest fee will be charged. If they get liquidated, a percentage will go to the state spell holders. And when they borrow money, they pay a 0.5% fee. So if somebody borrows $100,000, that will be $500 fee going to the state spell holders. So the stack's constantly increasing, it's automatically compounding, and the approximate staking APR is 25%. Personally, I have to say it feels higher than that. I can't say for a fact it is, but it's just what it feels like. But let's take a quick look at the price again and at that chart, what we were just looking at before. I mean, look at that. We're almost about to crack 17 cents again. And yeah, I think that we're in for a real treat here. With a $1 billion market cap, we've kind of established it as a real gem right now. We're really cracking that in just 2 months as well. What a rise to fame. I mean, look at that chart. That is insanity. We're on a little bit of a dip right now from all-time highs just 4 hours ago. But I think that what Daniel is building right now in this ecosystem with the Occupy DeFi mentality as well, we are really occupying DeFi. So take a look at it. That is what I do with my spell. I stake it and I earn 25% a year. So do your own research on that. The bridge, we'll cover one more little thing quickly. If you haven't used the bridge already, it is a pleasure to use. Super simple. Let's say you've got your spell, you've got your stuff on Ethereum, you want to move it to Phantom. What can you do? So I've got my staked spell right here. What I would do, withdraw a little bit, go to bridge, but I would open up SushiSwap, and because the bridge only works with MIM, so this is another way that they earn fees for the staked spell stakers, the staked spell stakers. But let's say that I wanted to swap and I wanted to bridge up over some Ethereum. I would come to SushiSwap, swap my Ethereum for MIM. Okay. I would come back over to Abracadabra. I would put in the whatever, my MIMs. There's a 0.1% bridging fee, so if you bridge $100,000, you're going to be paying a $100 fee. Nothing. Minimum bridging fee is 0.9 MIM, so if you bridge whatever $100, you're still going to be paying. You're going to be paying 0.9%, which is, nothing really. 90 cents. And the estimated time of a cross-chain arrival is 10 to 30 minutes. In my experience, it's more like 20 to 30 minutes. And just be careful if you're doing any more than $1 million at a time, because it could take up to 12 hours. They're pretty simple. It's powered by AnySwap, the most popular bridge right now, but it's just got a better UI on here. I've used it multiple times now. I've bridged back and forth from Ethereum to AVAX to Arbitrum Ethereum, like Phantom. I've tried it with every way, shape and form. It works perfectly. There is no problems with it. You can come over to the dashboard here. You can always check your total borrowed and total collateralized. And if you have a loan you can repay it on here. But that is what I would do with my staked spell. It's what I do with all of my spell, is I stake it and earn that 25% relatively risk-free with no impermanent loss. I don't need to manage it day in, day out like I would have to do some of the other farms. It's pretty straightforward. So, Abracadabra.money, spell. We're just over a week in. We're about 12 days into the Frog Nation, and where we are with this, I think we're having a great time. So thank you all for watching. I would also like to thank you all for subscribing and following my Twitter as well. We're almost at 500 on the Twitter, and we just surpassed 200 and something on YouTube. So that's amazing. We've only been making videos now for just a week. So Thank you all very much for joining me. And if there is any sort of video that you would like to see me make, please do drop it down below. Maybe when we hit 5,000 subscribers, we'll start a Discord channel and drop some alpha in there and have some, alpha froggy discussions. So, thanks for watching. Wrecked Food Farmer, signing out.